are ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bulldogs offense will take the first swing of the game. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And it's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, it was a good run, right? You had the...
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So NC State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fair catch. Called for and made. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Line gets set, first down. wide receiver shows motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. NC State going up tempo. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Looking for a man. It's Hurtado. Quick completion on the out. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot.
And the ball is intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Handoff from the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Second down coming up. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he was knocked down immediately, short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on fourth down and short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
First down here for the offense. Back to the ground game on the left. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to throw, it's Hurtado. They'll run the screen. Nice move to stay on his feet. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
He didn't get big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Lining up to convert third down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on third. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
How's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Dogs look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he could not get loose on the run.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. To throw, it's Hurtado. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And that is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Got a lot of running room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quick strike complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's looking to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. NC State quick to the line. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do now. Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Now on second down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Cotton. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Movement here from the tight end. They'll go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Cotton. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Up-tempo for the offense. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Back to throw, it's Hurtado. They're bringing heat. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Trying to get to him. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to fire deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Georgia. What a grab and go for the score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense going forward.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He gets a block. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A first half that gave us some riveting moments, Reese. Not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
On third down, he drops the throw. Got him downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through the progression.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, being them making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
NC State going up tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's Cotton. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a good...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game, that's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Let's see what they've got on second down. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Hurtado. Get it out on the screen. At the 45, on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Bulldogs are on the move. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Dumps it off in the flats. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the offense. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Offense gets the job done. Again, you want to build that. second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decisions.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Pressure coming. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the double.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back, you got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
To the air. It's Hurtado. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Quarterback checking off. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On the move to his left. Now looking to throw back to the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They'll put that return to a stop with the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Leaves it with the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Wolfpack will get the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. NC State quick to the line. They'll leave it with him. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, NC State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
Man, it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got him in the flat. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Line getting set on second down. Wide out in motion. To the air, it's Hurtado. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Coming after him. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. NC State going up tempo.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Unloads to the right. He's got it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The handoff keeps working on that clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Just feeds the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Hurtado. Takes a hit as he fires. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Wants to throw on first down. Makes his connection. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Going up top on first down. Got the back over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He's back to throw on second down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out. And this game's...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Scanning the field, it's Hurtado. The freshman just a little too much on that one. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback will audible. On fourth down, going to the air. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. A first down for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Getting some heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. One more play to pad the stats. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.